Savannah Chrisley got into a car accident last week. She shared a series of video clips on her Instagram stories she labeled as the Daily Chronicles of Savannah. In her Daily Chronicles, she explained where she was and what she was doing at the time of the accident. Unfortunately, her tone and her smile were not well received by Chrisley Knows Best fans. Chrisley Knows Best fans admitted they loved Todd, Savannah, and their entire family. They, however, were disgusted by the way she joked and laughed off an accident that she admitted was her fault. As we previously reported, Nanny Fade recently got into it with Savannah about driving. Savannah tried poking fun at her grandmother about all of the mileage on her car. Nanny Fade noted it was because she does significantly more driving than her granddaughter. Savannah Chrisley fired back that she does all of the driving she needs to do. Chrisley Knows Best fans, however, now wonder if there is another reason why Savannah doesn't have as much mileage on her car. Is she just a bad driver? Savannah Chrisley frequently posts videos on her Instagram stories about fast food runs. When she got in the accident, she was getting Chick-fil-A. And it wasn't that long ago that she took to her stories to complain about the ice cream machine being broken during a late-night run to McDonald's. So fans wonder if her car might be filled with a lot of fast food trash from her frequent dashes for food. As we previously reported, Savannah was getting some Chick-fil-A when she caused a car accident. She explained in her Instagram stories videos that she went to merge into a turn lane. She thought she had plenty of room to get over, but quickly realized she didn't. She ended up nailing the mirror of the car already in the turn lane. Now, Savannah Chrisley reassured her fans that neither herself nor the other driver got injured. Visibly, there was also no damage to either vehicle. Savannah revealed that didn't stop the other driver from getting pretty angry at her and flipping her off before driving away. She laughed, smiled, and shrugged the incident off, noting that she's usually the one with a patience issue. Fans of Chrisley Knows Best were disgusted at Savannah after watching the video of her recounting the car accident. They couldn't believe the way she shrugged off an accident that was her fault. Moreover, they couldn't believe she seemed to think the issue was the other driver getting upset and not her for causing the accident in the first place. Some fans noted Savannah really needed more education on how to drive, considering how many accidents she's been involved in. Others jested she should consider putting bumpers all the way around her vehicle. A few noted Savannah Chrisley just shouldn't be allowed to drive anymore. Here's a screenshot of some of what her fans had to say about her recount of the accident. Overall, fans were disgusted with Savannah Chrisley. They didn't understand how she could make light of a car accident that was her fault. They thought it was gross that she was laughing and shrugging it off as a joke. She doesn't think she's guilty of being a really bad driver. One fan exclaimed, "Are you surprised Savannah Chrisley was so quick to shrug off an accident that was her fault?" Share your thoughts with us in the comments down below. And keep coming back for the latest on the Chrisley family. Savannah Chrisley, known for her bubbly personality on Chrisley Knows Best and her loyal, faith-centered fan base, has found herself unexpectedly trending again. But this time, not for a fashion launch or heartfelt Instagram post. Instead, it's her choice to laugh off a self-inflicted car accident that's drawing fierce criticism online. Let's rewind. Back in early January 2017, Savannah was involved in a serious crash after her floor mat migrated under the brake pedal. She broke a vertebra and ended up hospitalized, in pain, and recovering in a neck brace. The accident left her shaken but grateful to be alive. She publicly shared her fears, her gratitude toward a good Samaritan, and even took to social media to pray for online trolls who accused her of negligent driving, like texting behind the wheel, despite her insistence otherwise. CNNPeople.com. Fast forward to October 2021, when a new controversy erupted. Savannah shared Instagram stories under her Daily Chronicles banner recounting a separate fender bender. This one minor, apparently no visible damage, and no injuries. According to TV show's Ace's coverage, Savannah described merging into a turn lane, clipping another car's mirror. The other driver got angry and flipped her off. She laughed it off as just another wild story in her life, smiling and shrugging it off as petty road drama. TV shows Ace. Fans erupted. The tone, breezy, unblinking, unrepentant, sparked criticism. Does she even know how to drive? She's making light of an accident that could have been serious. She doesn't even seem Comments flew that Savannah seemed heedless, cavalier, laughing at an accident that, while minor this time, nonetheless was her own doing, and could have easily hurt someone else. Behind the laugh. What really happened? The minor accident wasn't dangerous. No airbags, no hospital stays. Savannah said she merged into a turn lane and clipped another vehicle's side mirror. The damage, by all accounts, was superficial. Still, she recounted the incident with a grin, an awkward turn, a shriek from the other driver, and her own bemused shrug. From her stories, she laughed, shrugged, and shrugged again. I'm usually the one with a patience issue, she quipped. TV shows aced, reaction fans and critics alike were quick to react. They took screenshots, reposted the videos, and unloaded judgment. How can you laugh about something that could be your fault? This isn't attitude, it's irresponsibility. Many cited her previous accident history, including the 2017 vertebra fracture, and questioned whether she simply doesn't take driving seriously. A recurring complaint that Savannah has a pattern of dismissing close calls and acting as if accountability is optional. Defensive remarks some of her defenders pointed out. She was uninjured, the accident was minor, and she wasn't under the influence. So why not laugh it off? Others reminded critics of her tragic ex-fiance's motorcycle death and said she's just been through a lot. Yet critics countered. There's a difference between coping and trivializing, and Savannah walked that line too closely for comfort. Savannah's brand is built on resilience and positivity. Through family upheaval, health scares, and personal loss, she's leaned into laughter as therapy. On social media, she tends to deliver emotional punches with a comedic underset, turning crisis into quippable content. For fans who've sided with her before, that's part of the appeal. But in this case, what felt like just a funny story to her felt irresponsible to others. The shift, a minor accident, became a public relations event, and from fans' perspective, Savannah treated it like an improv routine instead of taking it seriously. Public backlash. Accountability goes viral in an era of meme culture and reaction clips. Accountability falls fast. Screenshots make permanent whatever you post. Critics argue that even minor accidents should be treated with solemnity, not status fodder, particularly for public figures with youth audiences. Does she even know how to drive? Became a mocking refrain. Another. We love her. But why does she never learn? Many fans referenced her multiple crashes, including Chrisley's accidents too, as part of a broader narrative. The Chrisley kids allegedly have a reckless driving reputation, and Savannah's tone felt like a refusal to take corrective action. Online, theblast.com. What if the reactions went the other way? It's worth acknowledging the nuance. Her core fans, Savannah is still recovering, physically and emotionally, from the trauma of her 2017 crash. Laughing about a safe, minor accident might have been therapeutic. In defense, she hadn't caused injury, no lawsuits, and the other driver was angry. But walk away angry, not injured. Public perception, however, treats every incident as symbolic. A nonchalant attitude in a critical moment gets judged harshly, especially from someone who previously experienced life-altering consequences. Reframing the narrative. A creative vision if we were writing the next chapter in media drama. Here's one way it could unfold. To imagine Savannah posting, "Sorry if my tone felt dismissive. A failed attempt at humor does not excuse lack of reflection. I'm responsible for the crash. It's on me to do better." That might diffuse the backlash, shift the tone, and earn praise for humility. Fans would say, that's her growth. Critics might soften. All right, she heard us. She could partner with safe driving campaigns, share resources about seatbelt safety and distracted driving. even recount her 2017 accident in a PSA format. The media loves a redemption arc, from reckless laughter to thoughtful advocate. Deeper takeaways: celebrity, image, and influence. 1. Micro accidents become megastories. Social media turns every personal mishap into mass content. A small collision becomes a lesson in tone management, especially for public figures. 2. Humor can backfire. What feels cathartic to the person might read as careless to the audience, especially if the context involves public safety or repeated incidents. Fans can be fickle. Loyalty shifts fast. Love one day, scorn the next. Based on Instagram stories' tone. It's not just what celebrities say, it's how they say it.